Imagine a world hidden beneath a shimmering blue veil, a realm that stretches farther and deeper than any landscape above. Here, the sun's rays pierce the surface, scattering into a kaleidoscope of light that dances across endless plains of water. More than 70% of the earth is covered by oceans, and beneath this vast expanse lies a kingdom bursting with colour and life. Coral reefs bloom like underwater gardens, their branches alive with darting fish in every hue imaginable, fiery oranges, electric blues and radiant yellows weaving through the coral labyrinth. Descend deeper, and the world transforms. Shadows stretch across the ocean floor where ancient mountains and yawning canyons hide in the gloom. Here the silence is broken only by the distant calls of unseen creatures, and the darkness is so complete that it feels like another universe. In this mysterious world, life takes on forms both strange and mesmerizing. Jellyfish drift like living lanterns, their translucent bodies pulsing with gentle light, while bizarre creatures with luminous eyes glide silently through the inky blackness. From the sun-dappled shallows, where corals sway in the gentle current, to the crushing depths of the trenches where only the hardiest survive, the ocean is a tapestry of habitats, each more wondrous than the last. The water is always in motion. Powerful currents sweep through towering kelp forests, their fronds undulating like emerald banners, while gentle tides ripple over sandy seabeds, sculpting patterns that shift with every passing hour. Every drop of ocean water teems with life. Microscopic plankton drift in swirling clouds, their delicate forms glowing under the faintest light, forming the foundation of the ocean's intricate food web. In this boundless blue, animals have evolved astonishing ways to thrive. Some fish form swirling schools, moving as one to confuse predators, while others use clever tricks and dazzling displays to attract mates or warn off rivals. Masters of disguise like the octopus and flounder melt into their surroundings, shifting colour and texture in the blink of an eye to vanish from sight or ambush unsuspecting prey. Elsewhere, sleek hunters prowl the open water, sharks and predatory fish built for speed and power. Their movements a blur as they chase down their next meal. In the deepest darkness, tiny creatures create their own light. Bioluminescent plankton and glowing jellyfish paint the water with eerie blues and greens, turning the night into a living constellation. Giants roam these waters too. Whales sing haunting melodies that echo for miles, their songs weaving through the ocean's vast corridors, connecting distant corners of this watery world. Every creature here faces daily challenges, predators lurking in the shadows, sudden changes in current, and the constant search for food. Survival demands cleverness, resilience, and sometimes a little luck. In a world without solid ground, danger can come from any direction, above, below, or from the endless blue all around. Life here is a mesmerizing dance. Schools of fish move in perfect harmony, twisting and turning as one, while dolphins leap and spin in coordinated displays of agility and grace. Imagine forests not of wood but of kelp, giant seaweeds that reach for the sun, their golden fronds swaying in the rhythm of the tides, sheltering countless creatures in their leafy embrace. Picture mountains taller than any on land, their peaks hidden beneath the waves, home to rare and wondrous beings that cling to their slopes and thrive in the swirling currents. This is a world of endless variety, where every corner reveals a new marvel, every shadow hides a secret, and every moment brings the possibility of discovery. Bonds here can be powerful. Dolphins and whales travel in close-knit groups, their lives intertwined in ways both tender and complex, with mothers guiding their young through the mysteries of the deep. Some creatures display remarkable intelligence, octopuses solving puzzles to reach a meal, or fish performing elaborate dances to win a mate's favour. Teamwork is often the key to survival. Dolphins hunt in packs, coordinating their movements with astonishing precision, while fish band together to outwit their pursuers. The stories unfolding here are as dramatic and thrilling as any on land, tales of rivalry, cooperation, and the relentless drive to survive. Playful interactions abound, and the bonds between parents and offspring are fierce. Many species guard their young with unwavering devotion, ensuring the next generation has a chance to thrive. Each creature, from the smallest shrimp to the largest turtle, plays a vital role in the delicate balance of this underwater world. Symbiotic partnerships flourish, with fish cleaning parasites from their neighbours and sea turtles grazing peacefully on lush seagrass meadows. As we journey deeper into this hidden kingdom, we will uncover stories of astonishing adaptation and survival, each more fascinating than the last. Witness the tiny clownfish, sheltered among the stinging tentacles of anemones, forging alliances that defy the odds. See how mighty sharks gather to share a feast, their powerful jaws tearing into prey larger than themselves, each playing a part in the ocean cycle of life. Marvel at the battle of wits between giant cuttlefish, their skin rippling with colour as they compete and communicate in a language of light. Discover the wrasse, a fish that can transform its colour, shape and even its gender, adapting to the ever-changing demands of its environment. These are not just tales of survival. They are glimpses into a world of intelligence, emotion and connection, a world that mirrors the complexity and wonder of life itself. The ocean is the beating heart of our planet, its health vital to all life. By exploring its depths and understanding its inhabitants, we come to appreciate the true marvel of this blue world, a world of endless beauty, mystery and awe. In the warm, sunlit shallows of the tropical Pacific, a remarkable partnership unfolds beneath the waves. Here a small, vibrantly coloured fish finds sanctuary among the tentacles of a creature that is lethal to nearly all others. This is the domain of the saddleback clownfish, one of over 30 species of clownfish found in the Indo-Pacific region. Clownfish are instantly recognizable by their bold orange bodies adorned with striking white bands. These colours serve as a warning to potential predators, signalling their close association with the venomous sea anemone. For most reef dwellers, even a brush against the anemone's tentacles spells disaster. Its stinging cells, or nematocysts, deliver a paralyzing toxin that can kill small fish in moments. Each tentacle is lined with thousands of these microscopic harpoons, forming a living fortress that deters all but the most determined intruders. Yet the clownfish glides effortlessly among the stinging arms, protected by a unique layer of mucus on its skin. This adaptation prevents the anemone from recognizing the clownfish as prey, granting it safe passage and a permanent home. The bond between clownfish and anemone is a classic example of symbiosis. The anemone offers shelter and protection, while the clownfish provides essential services in return. Nestled deep within the anemone's tentacles, clownfish are shielded from predators such as groupers and wrasses, who dare not approach the venomous host. The anemone's embrace forms a sanctuary, allowing entire clownfish families to thrive in the bustling, competitive world of the coral reef. In exchange, clownfish are diligent caretakers. They fan the anemone with their fins, increasing water circulation and helping the anemone breathe. They remove debris and parasites from the anemone's surface, keeping it healthy and free from disease. Clownfish are also fierce defenders, chasing away butterfly fish and other would-be grazers that might nibble on the anemone's delicate tentacles. Within the anemone, clownfish live in strict social groups. The largest and most dominant is always the female, while the rest are smaller males. The matriarch, easily identified by her size and striking white face, rules the group and is the only one to breed. She leads her household while the largest male serves as her mate. If the female dies, the dominant male will change sex and take her place, a rare phenomenon known as sequential hermaphroditism. The male, smaller and less conspicuous, is responsible for tending the eggs and maintaining the nest. He spends his days darting through the tentacles, cleaning and caring for the anemone and ensuring the safety of their offspring. This constant activity not only benefits the anemone, but also ensures the survival of the next generation of clownfish. The division of labour within the group is essential for thriving in the crowded, resource-rich environment of the coral reef. Life here is a rhythmic dance with clownfish and anemone moving in harmony, each dependent on the other for survival. The clownfish cannot survive long without the anemone's protection, and the anemone flourishes thanks to the clownfish's constant care and vigilance. Over millions of years, this partnership has evolved into a finely tuned alliance, with each species adapting to the needs of the other. The vivid orange of the clownfish, set against the pastel hues of the anemone, creates one of the most iconic and beautiful sights in the ocean's depths. This living partnership is a testament to the power of cooperation in the natural world, a story of survival, adaptation, and the extraordinary bonds that can form beneath the waves. In the vast underwater world, the survival of the next generation depends on the tireless efforts of marine families. For the saddleback clownfish, as for many other ocean dwellers, building and protecting a safe home is a mission that unites every member of the family. When the time comes to lay eggs, clownfish couples carefully inspect the tentacles of their host anemone, searching for the safest spot. Similarly, crustaceans like banded coral shrimp work side by side, clearing debris from rocky crevices to create a secure shelter for their young. The eggs need a solid, sheltered surface, protected from the elements and hungry mouths. Some fish, like the clownfish, search for hidden nooks, while decorator crabs gather materials to camouflage their homes, blending into the seascape to keep their families safe. In the heart of their poisonous fortress, clownfish must create a secure nursery. Cardinal fish, on the other hand, may take turns mouth-brooding eggs, with one parent holding the eggs in its mouth while the other stands guard nearby. Their solutions are both simple and ingenious. Clownfish search for objects to use as cradles, while gobies work in pairs, one digging a burrow, the other keeping watch for danger. On the sandy seabed, clownfish look for movable objects, while pistol shrimp and gobies form partnerships. Shrimp reinforce the burrow walls, and gobies act as vigilant sentries, warning of approaching threats. Sometimes the perfect home is found, a discarded coconut shell for the clownfish, or a new shell for a hermit crab, each carefully chosen to provide shelter and safety. But these homes are not always in the safest places. Clownfish may find their coconut shell just outside the anemone's reach, while cleaner shrimp must keep their cleaning stations free of debris and predators. Moving and preparing these shelters is a monumental task for such small creatures. Damselfish, for example, work together to move rocks and build nests, just as clownfish must move their heavy coconut shell. Teamwork is essential. Clownfish pairs coordinate their efforts, while anemone shrimp work together to bring food and reinforce their shared home. Whether pulling a coconut shell or excavating a burrow, these marine families show remarkable cooperation, each member playing a vital role. The process is slow and exhausting. Inch by inch, clownfish drag their shell, while decorator crabs spend hours perfecting their camouflage, all for the safety of their future young. The goal is always the same, to place the nursery in the safest possible spot. Cardinal fish guide their eggs into coral crevices, while clownfish bring their coconut shell into the heart of the anemone. After tremendous effort, the home is finally secure, Whether it's a coconut shell, a burrow, or a crevice, the family's hard work pays off. Now the next generation can be safely laid. Female clownfish deposit hundreds of eggs inside the shell, while damselfish lay eggs on carefully cleaned rocks, with males fertilizing them right away. As soon as the eggs are laid, the males take over. Clownfish fertilize the eggs, while jawfish may keep the eggs safe in their mouths, gently aerating them. The work is far from over. For days the males guard and care for the eggs, fanning them with their fins to keep them clean and oxygenated. Their dedication is unwavering. Clownfish rarely leave their eggs, while shrimp parents meticulously clean each egg, removing debris and preventing fungus. This period of waiting is tense for all. Clownfish families remain vigilant, while crab parents block burrow entrances to keep predators at bay. Fathers work tirelessly, patrolling their nurseries and defending their young from any threat. Meanwhile, mothers stand guard over the wider territory, always alert for signs of danger. Finally, the day arrives. Under the cover of darkness, when most predators are asleep, the young hatch. Clownfish fry from their eggs, shrimp larvae from their burrows, each ready to begin their own journey. Swept away by the ocean currents, the tiny offspring of fish, shrimp and crabs drift into the open sea, starting life's adventure. Thanks to the hard work, teamwork and unwavering dedication of these marine families, the next generation is given the best possible start in life. In the ocean, the bonds of family and cooperation are the true keys to survival. In the vast, open expanse of the ocean, life can be sparse and a meal is never guaranteed. Yet beneath these endless blue waves, a rare and extraordinary event sometimes unfolds, one that transforms the deep sea into a thriving oasis. This event is known as a whale fall. When a giant of the sea meets its end, it sets in motion a remarkable sequence of life, death and rebirth on the ocean floor. It begins with a tragedy. A massive whale, perhaps struck by a ship or simply reaching the end of its long life, dies and starts its slow, silent descent into the abyss. As the whale sinks, its enormous body, rich with fat and oil, becomes a beacon in the darkness, sending a powerful scent trail through the water. This scent is a dinner bell that can be detected from many kilometers away, calling in scavengers from all around. The first to arrive are the ocean's most formidable predators, great white sharks, drawn by the promise of an easy, energy-rich feast. For many animals, this whale fall is the largest meal they will ever encounter, a rare windfall in the deep. The great whites dominate the scene, using their powerful jaws and serrated teeth to tear away huge chunks of the blubber. The whale's blubber, a thick layer of fat just beneath the skin, is packed with calories, providing the fuel these predators need to power their massive bodies through the cold ocean water. For the great whites, this is a time of plenty, a rare opportunity to gorge without the effort of a hunt. The scene is one of a frenzied yet organized feast. The largest and most powerful animals eat first, while smaller sharks and fish wait their turn. As the great whites eat their fill, they strip away most of the blubber, changing the whale's buoyancy. With less of the light, fatty tissue to keep it afloat, the massive skeleton and remaining flesh begin to lose their battle with gravity. The once floating feast starts to sink faster, heading for the darker, deeper parts of the ocean. The first chapter of the whale fall is over, but the story is far from finished. As the whale carcass descends, it enters the next stage, the mobile scavenger phase. Here, deep-sea sharks, hagfish and large bony fish arrive to feast on the remaining flesh. These scavengers can strip a whale of its soft tissue in just a few months, leaving behind a skeleton that will support life for years to come. As the oils and fats continue to diffuse, the water becomes cloudy, attracting even more visitors from the surrounding ocean. Next comes the enrichment opportunist stage. Small invertebrates, crabs, worms, and amphipods move in, feeding on the scraps left behind and burrowing into the sediment enriched by the whale's remains. These creatures thrive in the nutrient-rich environment, their populations booming as they take advantage of the bounty. Over time, the whale's skeleton becomes exposed, and a new, even stranger community begins to form. This is the sulfophilic stage. Specialized bacteria break down the lipids trapped within the bones, releasing hydrogen sulfide, a chemical that supports unique chemosynthetic life. Tube worms, clams, and other organisms that rely on chemosynthesis colonize the bones, forming a miniature ecosystem that can last for decades. The whale fall, once a single animal, now sustains a complex web of life, supporting hundreds of species that would otherwise struggle to survive in the deep. In the darkness of the ocean depths, the death of a whale is not an end, but the beginning of a new world, an oasis that will nourish life for generations to come. As the great whites move on, their bellies full, a new set of diners arrives at the whale carcass. These are the blue sharks, sleek and elegant travellers of the open ocean, perfectly adapted for life in the vast blue wilderness. Blue sharks are true nomads, covering immense distances, sometimes more than 8,000 kilometres in a single year, in their relentless search for food. Their streamlined bodies and long, slender pectoral fins allow them to glide effortlessly through the water, conserving energy on their endless journeys. Much smaller and less powerful than the great whites, blue sharks rely on caution and patience. They keep their distance while the larger predators feed, knowing that a direct confrontation would be unwise. Patience is a blue shark's greatest weapon. They circle the carcass, waiting for the right moment, their keen senses alert to every change in the water. The scent of whale oil, carried for kilometres by ocean currents, draws them in. As the aroma intensifies, more blue sharks arrive, each guided by their extraordinary sense of smell. Now, with the great whites gone, the blue sharks move in. Their jaws, lined with sharp serrated teeth, are well suited for slicing through flesh and organs. Unlike the chaotic frenzy of larger sharks, blue sharks feed with calm efficiency. They take turns, each one methodically tearing away at the bounty before them. For a blue shark, a meal like this is a rare and precious lifeline. In the open ocean, food is scarce, and every opportunity must be seized. The open ocean is often called a blue desert, a place where prey is few and far between. Blue sharks must be opportunistic hunters, relying on both patience and acute senses to survive. When a whale fall appears, it is a game-changing event. The sudden abundance of food can sustain a blue shark for weeks, even months. After gorging themselves, blue sharks can store enough energy and fat reserves to survive for up to 2 months without another meal, a crucial adaptation for a predator that must travel so far between feasts. Their survival depends on this ability to endure long stretches of hunger, moving tirelessly through the blue expanse in search of the next opportunity. As more blue sharks follow the scent trail, the gathering grows. Each shark waits its turn, a testament to the patience and discipline required to thrive in such a challenging environment. They swim in graceful arcs around the sinking giant, each one taking only what it needs before moving aside for the next. There is little aggression among them. The abundance of food means there is no need for conflict. Cooperation and patience rule here. This whale fall has transformed a barren stretch of ocean into a temporary oasis, supporting a vibrant community of blue sharks. Dozens of sharks benefit from this single event, each one gaining the strength to continue its solitary journey. The whale fall is a powerful reminder of the ocean's interconnectedness. One animal's end becomes the beginning for many others, fueling a cycle of life that stretches from the surface to the deep. When the blue sharks and other scavengers have stripped the carcass of its soft tissues, their work is done and the whale's journey continues. The bare skeleton sinks slowly, descending miles to the ocean floor, where it will become the foundation for a new ecosystem. Even in death, the whale provides, its bones creating a habitat for deep-sea creatures that will thrive for decades. For the blue sharks, the feast is over. Their patience and perseverance have been rewarded. With energy stores replenished, they melt back into the endless blue, each one embarking on another solitary journey, ever patient, ever watchful, and always ready to wait for the next rare feast in the open ocean. In a shallow bay off the coast of southern Australia, an extraordinary marine spectacle unfolds each year, hidden beneath the gentle waves. As the summer waters warm, the ocean comes alive with movement and colour as a massive gathering of giant cuttlefish begins. Over 100,000 giant cuttlefish, the largest of all cuttlefish species, converge in these coastal waters for a single vital purpose: courtship and mating. These remarkable cephalopods are true masters of non-verbal communication, relying not on sound, but on a dazzling language of colour and movement. With a thought, they can transform their appearance, speaking to one another through vibrant flashes, ripples and waves of colour. Their skin is a living canvas covered in millions of chromatophores, tiny pigment sacs that expand and contract to produce an astonishing array of hues and patterns. Bands of colour ripple across their bodies in mesmerizing displays, signalling everything from aggression to attraction and even deception. The courtship ritual is a breathtaking underwater ballet, filled with drama and intrigue as cuttlefish display their most brilliant colours and elaborate behaviours. Males compete fiercely for the attention of females, each one striving to outshine his rivals with bold colour displays and assertive postures. The largest males, known as Goliaths, can weigh up to 10 kilograms and dominate the scene with their sheer size and presence. These Goliaths use their size and spectacular colour changes to intimidate rivals, flashing intense patterns that signal dominance and readiness to mate. When a Goliath finds a female, he stands guard, his skin pulsing with aggressive warning colours to ward off any challengers. His message is unmistakable: she is under his protection, and any intruder risks a fierce confrontation. The Goliath's courtship display is a combination of strength and artistry, hoping to win the female's favour through both power and beauty. Yet not all males are giants. Many are much smaller, blending into the background of this vibrant gathering. These smaller males cannot hope to win in a direct contest of strength, so they must rely on cunning and adaptability. Some employ remarkable tactics, such as disguising themselves as females by mimicking their colours and patterns, slipping past the Goliaths to approach potential mates unnoticed. The competition is intense and the stakes are high. Giant cuttlefish live for only 1 or 2 years, and this is their sole opportunity to reproduce. The annual breeding aggregation is a fleeting window in the cuttlefish's short life, making every display, every strategy, and every encounter critical. For the smaller males, camouflage and stealth are essential tools, allowing them to sneak close to guarded females, while the larger males are distracted. They watch and wait, seizing the perfect moment to dart in and attempt to mate, often right under the nose of a distracted Goliath. The females, meanwhile, are the ultimate arbiters in this vibrant contest, carefully observing the displays and behaviours of their many suitors. They are discerning, making choices based on the quality of the displays, the persistence of the males, and perhaps even the creativity of their courtship tactics. A female may mate with several different males during the breeding season, each encounter a careful selection to maximize the success of her offspring. This strategy is far from random. By choosing multiple partners, she ensures her eggs benefit from a diverse genetic heritage. The resulting genetic diversity gives her young a better chance of survival, inheriting traits from both the powerful Goliaths and the clever, resourceful, smaller males. When the eggs hatch, a new generation of cuttlefish emerges, each one carrying the legacy of this spectacular courtship. Strength, intelligence, and the ability to communicate in a language of light. In the world of the giant cuttlefish, courtship is a complex dance of colour, strategy, and survival, a true wonder of the ocean depths. In the bustling world beneath the waves, camouflage and mimicry are among the most powerful tools for survival and success. Among the throng of competing cuttlefish, one small male demonstrates a particularly brilliant strategy, an extraordinary case study in the art of deception. He has his eye on a female who is being closely guarded by a massive Goliath. The ocean is a stage where strength and size often dominate, but here something different is about to unfold. The small male knows he cannot challenge the larger male directly. He would be quickly chased away or even injured. Instead, he turns to the remarkable abilities that cuttlefish and many other marine animals possess: the power to change their appearance at will. Cuttlefish are masters of camouflage, able to shift their skin colour, texture, and even body shape in the blink of an eye. This ability is not just for hiding from predators, it is also a tool for trickery and cunning. So instead of fighting, the small male chooses to trick his rival. He begins a remarkable transformation, drawing on the same evolutionary magic that allows octopuses to vanish against coral or flounders to melt into the sandy seafloor. He tones down his vibrant male colours, adopting the more mottled, less dramatic patterns of a female. This subtle shift is a classic example of mimicry, imitating another member of the species to avoid detection or aggression. He even changes his posture, tucking in his long arms to make his body shape appear smaller and more feminine. In the world of marine camouflage, it's not just colour that matters, but also form and movement. His disguise is incredibly convincing. The ocean is filled with creatures that use similar tactics: pipefish that look like swaying seagrass, shrimp that resemble pebbles, and octopuses that can mimic venomous sea snakes. But the cuttlefish's transformation is among the most sophisticated. To complete the deception, he displays a single white stripe on his side, a signal that females sometimes use to show they're not interested in mating, effectively telling the Goliath, "Don't bother with me." The giant male is completely fooled. He sees what he believes is just another female passing by, paying it no mind as he focuses his attention on fending off other large, threatening males. The small, disguised male has successfully become invisible to his rival by hiding in plain sight. A living example of how mimicry can be used not just for defence, but for clever offence. He has created the perfect opportunity to get past the guard. With the Goliath distracted, the sneaky suitor calmly swims right up to the female the Goliath was protecting. He positions himself on the opposite side of her, out of the Goliath's line of sight. In the world of marine animals, such strategic use of camouflage and mimicry is a testament to the intelligence that thrives beneath the waves. He then quickly and discreetly mates with her, passing on his genetic material right under the dominant male's nose. His clever use of camouflage and mimicry allowed him to bypass the competition entirely. This kind of behaviour shows that in the world of animal courtship, intelligence and strategy can be just as successful as pure strength and size. It is a victory for brains over brawn. The female accepts the sneaky male's advances. For her, this is another chance to add more genetic variety to the eggs she will soon lay. She now carries the genes of both the powerful Goliath and the clever trickster. This ensures her offspring will have a diverse toolkit of traits for their own survival, whether it be strength, size, or cunning intelligence. The little male, his mission accomplished, slips away as quietly as he arrived. In the ocean, Camouflage and mimicry are not just defenses, they are keys to opportunity, innovation, and survival. This incredible story of deception is a beautiful example of the complex and surprising strategies that have evolved in the ocean's grand theatre of life, where the art of disguise can mean the difference between failure and triumph. In the cool, kelp-filled waters off the coast of northern Japan, a fish with an extraordinary life story glides through the swaying fronds. This is the Kobudai, or Asian sheepshead wrasse, a species whose existence is defined by transformation and adaptation. Each summer, when the water temperature rises to a comfortable 16 degrees Celsius, these fish gather in the kelp forests to begin their mating rituals. The social structure of the Kobudai is ruled by a single dominant male, whose presence shapes the entire group. This male is a giant among his peers, reaching up to a meter in length and weighing as much as 15 kilograms. His age and status are marked by a prominent bulbous chin and forehead, features that only emerge as he matures. He patrols his territory with vigilance, overseeing a harem of about a dozen smaller females, each dependent on his protection. His primary goal is to mate with all the females in his domain, ensuring that every new generation carries his lineage. Rival males are a constant threat, and the dominant male must relentlessly defend his territory, chasing away any intruders. The females, in contrast, are smaller and lack the dramatic head bumps, blending more easily into the kelp forest. For most of their lives, these females remain in the harem, laying eggs that the dominant male fertilizes, contributing to the cycle of life in the kelp forest. It appears to be a fixed system, with each fish's role determined by birth and biology. Yet beneath the surface, nature has woven a remarkable secret into the Kobudai's life cycle. When a female Kobudai grows large and reaches about 10 years of age, she stands at the threshold of an astonishing transformation. If the dominant male weakens or dies, the largest female in the group begins a profound metamorphosis, triggered by subtle chemical signals in the water. Deep within her body, hormones surge, setting off a cascade of changes. Her ovaries shrink and are replaced by testes, and her behavior shifts as she prepares for a new role. Over several months, her internal organs and reproductive system are completely restructured. She ceases to be female and becomes a fully functional male, ready to take on the responsibilities of leadership. Externally, her transformation is just as dramatic. Her body grows larger and more muscular, and her head begins to swell, developing the signature chin and forehead of a dominant male. The swelling of her head is a visible sign of her new status, signaling to others that a new leader has emerged. With her new strength and aggression, she asserts dominance, defending the territory and harem just as her predecessor did. This transformation, known as sequential hermaphroditism, is one of nature's most ingenious strategies, ensuring the stability and survival of the group. It guarantees that there is always a dominant male ready to lead, no matter what challenges the group faces. The once female, now male Kobudai assumes control of the territory and the harem, continuing the cycle of life in the kelp forest. He now fertilizes the eggs, passing on his genes in a way that was once unimaginable for him as a female. This remarkable ability is not unique to the Kobudai. Across the ocean, other species like clownfish and groupers also change sex as a survival strategy, adapting to the ever-shifting dynamics of their environment. In the intricate web of ocean life, such transformations ensure that the most experienced and robust individuals lead and reproduce, strengthening the resilience of their species and maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. The kelp forests themselves teem with other remarkable changes: octopuses shifting colour and shape, sea stars regenerating lost limbs, and countless fish adapting to the rhythms of the sea. Here, transformation is not the exception but the rule, and the Kobudai stands as a shining example of nature's endless capacity for renewal. From the devoted clownfish parents in their anemone palace to the clever cuttlefish with its cunning disguises, the ocean is filled with extraordinary lives, each one a vital thread in the vast tapestry of marine existence. We have seen how blue sharks survive on great feasts, and how the Kobudai can undergo a complete life change, adapting to the shifting needs of its environment. Each of these stories reveals a world of incredible complexity, beauty and ingenuity, an intricate web where every organism from the tiniest plankton to the largest predator plays a crucial role. The animals of the sea have adapted in countless ways to thrive in their watery realm, forming relationships and dependencies that bind the ecosystem together. Their behaviors are not random. They are finely tuned strategies for survival, shaped by millions of years of evolution and deeply interconnected with the lives of others. From symbiotic partnerships to intricate food webs, marine creatures build families, outsmart rivals, and form surprising alliances, all beneath the waves. These fascinating creatures and their intricate lives depend on a healthy ocean, where balance is maintained through a delicate interplay of species and habitats. The coral reefs that provide homes for clownfish, the open waters where sharks roam, and the kelp forests that shelter the Kobudai are all delicate habitats, each supporting a unique community of life. These habitats are not isolated, they are all connected in a web of life that is both vast and fragile, where the health of one influences the fate of all. However, today, our oceans are facing more threats than ever before, disrupting these vital connections. Pollution, overfishing, and the warming of the planet are putting immense pressure on these underwater ecosystems, weakening the bonds that sustain marine life. The vibrant worlds we have just explored are at risk of disappearing if we do not take action to protect them, and the loss of one species can ripple through the entire ecosystem. The future of the oceans depends on the continued flow of nutrients, the migration of species, and the balance of predator and prey, processes that connect every corner of the blue planet. Even distant events like rainfall or river outflows can influence the health of marine habitats, demonstrating the profound interconnectedness of Earth's systems. By understanding the amazing lives of marine animals and the roles they play, we begin to see the ocean as a living network where every creature matters. The loss of even a single species can unravel the fabric of this network, leading to consequences that reach far beyond the sea. Protecting the oceans is not just about saving individual animals, it is about preserving the intricate relationships that sustain life on Earth. The blue planet is a marvel of interconnected ecosystems, where the health of the ocean determines the health of the entire world. The oceans produce much of the oxygen we breathe, regulate our climate, and drive the cycles that make life possible. They provide food for billions of marine creatures, supporting a chain of life that stretches from the smallest plankton to the mightiest whale. When we protect the homes of the clownfish and the cuttlefish, we safeguard the balance of entire ecosystems. The well-being of the ocean is inseparable from the well-being of all life on Earth. Every positive change in the ocean, no matter how small, can help restore the balance and resilience of these ecosystems. Simple natural processes like seaweed absorbing excess nutrients or filter feeders cleaning the water are essential to the health of the blue planet. Supporting sustainable practices and protecting marine reserves allows ocean life to flourish and ecosystems to recover. Conservation efforts such as coral restoration and habitat protection are vital for the future of marine biodiversity. The wonders of the ocean, from the smallest creatures to the grandest spectacles, inspire awe and remind us of the beauty and complexity of life. Hidden marvels like bioluminescent plankton and mysterious deep-sea life reveal just how much there is still to discover. The wonders of the ocean are not just beautiful to behold, they are a vital part of the Earth's life support system. Ocean currents distribute nutrients and oxygen, sustaining life across vast distances and connecting distant habitats. It is our shared responsibility to be the guardians of this blue planet, to protect the intricate web of life that sustains us all. By preserving the ocean's magnificent creatures and their extraordinary stories, we ensure that the wonders of the blue planet will continue to unfold for generations to come. Beneath the waves, as sunlight fades and darkness settles, a different kind of magic awakens. Here, in the twilight and midnight zones of the ocean, bioluminescent creatures create an underwater light show, illuminating the inky blackness with flashes of blue, green, and even red. These living lanterns, from delicate jellyfish drifting on gentle currents to strange deep-sea fish patrolling the abyss, have evolved to produce their own light, a phenomenon known as bioluminescence. For the glowing jellyfish, gentle pulses of light ripple across their bodies, confusing predators and luring prey. In the deep sea, where sunlight never reaches, anglerfish dangle luminous lures to attract unsuspecting meals. Swarms of tiny plankton, when disturbed, burst into brilliant displays, turning ocean waves into glowing ribbons that mark the passage of unseen travellers. This light is created through special chemical reactions inside the animals' bodies, using molecules called luciferin and enzymes called luciferase. The result, a cold, shimmering glow that wastes no energy as heat, perfectly suited to the cold, dark depths. Bioluminescence serves many purposes. Some creatures use it to communicate in the darkness, sending signals to mates or rivals. Others use flashes of light to startle attackers, or to camouflage themselves by matching the faint glow of the surface above, a trick called counter-illumination. For deep-sea predators, a single spark can mean the difference between famine and feast. From the twinkling lights of comb jellies to the eerie glows of lanternfish, these bioluminescent marvels remind us that even in the ocean's darkest places, life finds a way to shine. In this hidden world of living lights, every glow tells a story of survival, adaptation, and wonder, illuminating the mysteries of our blue planet. Beneath the ocean's surface lies one of nature's most spectacular wonders, coral reefs, often referred to as the rainforests of the sea. These vibrant ecosystems, teeming with life, are built by tiny coral polyps, whose calcium carbonate skeletons form intricate structures over thousands of years. A single reef can host an astonishing diversity of species, from the smallest of plankton to the largest of fish, creating a complex web of life that supports countless marine organisms. Coral reefs are hotspots of biodiversity, home to over a quarter of all marine species despite covering less than 1% of the ocean floor. Brightly coloured fish dart among the corals, while moray eels weave through crevices and sea turtles glide gracefully overhead. Each species plays a role in maintaining the balance of this delicate ecosystem. Symbiotic relationships are the cornerstone of coral reef health. One of the most remarkable partnerships is between corals and zooxanthellae, tiny algae living within coral tissues. These algae perform photosynthesis, providing essential nutrients to the corals, which in turn offer the algae a protected environment and access to sunlight. This mutualistic relationship is crucial for the growth and survival of coral reefs. Beyond their beauty and biological significance, coral reefs are vital to the health of our oceans. They act as natural barriers, protecting coastlines from erosion and storm surges. Reefs also support fishing industries and tourism, providing food and livelihoods for millions of people around the world. However, these fragile ecosystems are under threat from climate change, pollution and overfishing, making their conservation more important than ever. In the dazzling display of colours and life that is a coral reef, we see nature's ingenuity and resilience. These underwater rainforests are not just a testament to the wonders of marine life, but also a reminder of our responsibility to protect and preserve the delicate balance of our blue planet. As we marvel at the beauty of coral reefs, let us also commit to safeguarding their future, ensuring that these vibrant ecosystems continue to thrive for generations to come. Far below the sunlit surface and vibrant coral reefs lies a realm few have ever glimpsed, the deep sea. This mysterious world begins where light fades and darkness reigns, plunging into an abyss that stretches down for miles. Here the ocean floor is sculpted by towering underwater mountains, vast trenches, and hydrothermal vents that spew mineral-rich water into the frigid depths. The pressure in these depths is immense, hundreds of times greater than at the surface, while temperatures can drop close to freezing, yet life finds a way. Extraordinary creatures, perfectly adapted to the extreme conditions, glide through the inky blackness. Some, like the ghostly gulper eel, have enormous mouths to snatch scarce prey. Others, such as the anglerfish, wield glowing lures to attract a meal in the darkness. Around hydrothermal vents, entire communities thrive without sunlight. Here, giant tube worms, blind shrimp and unique bacteria form the base of a food web that relies on the chemical energy from the Earth itself, a phenomenon known as chemosynthesis. Bioluminescence, the ability to produce light, is common in these depths, turning the darkness into a stage for mesmerizing displays of blue, green and red glows. The deep sea remains one of our planet's last frontiers, holding secrets that scientists are only beginning to uncover. Each new discovery reveals the resilience and ingenuity of life, reminding us that even in the harshest environments, nature finds a way to flourish. The mysterious deep sea is a testament to the endless wonders hidden beneath the waves, inviting us to keep exploring and protecting the unknown.